Yay!
Hey, we finally made it.
How are you, Mary? Of course.
I'm good. I had a little emergency with the listing this morning, but I am good to go here.
And look at you, a real pro, ready to go in the car. Whatever
in,
happens,
in
you're
the
there.
car. Apologize for that, but hey, I'm here.
That's the life of a, real estate agent. So, Mary, I can't thank you enough for joining me today. And if you would just want to tell everybody, I just sort of said you're a Bay Area agent. I really didn't give you the full big intro of everything that you are. So please feel free to introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are.
Well, my name's Mary Murphy. I am a real estate broker. I've been doing this incredible job for over 35 years in the San Francisco Bay Area. I have a small team of 3 agents and a wonderful assistant, and I love what I do. Love selling, helping buyers buy properties, and it's just part of me now, I'm afraid.
Yeah, you've been at it a while, so
I
you're
have.
not going to now. And could you explain the Bay Area market? It's a little different to everybody else, nationally probably.
No, you're absolutely right, Tricia, because it's really funny because 2 days ago, our glorious leader, Robert Refkin, the founder of Compass, one of the founders, he basically told his interviewer that it's kind of changing to a buyer's market. Well, alarm, right here in the Bay Area, it is still very much a seller's market. And the way we know that is very simple. It's how much inventory is on the market right now. And if you do the math, it's about 1.7 months worth of inventory. And anything under 3 months of inventory is basically a seller's market.
Right. Okay. And so you mentioned you were on a team, and how, if you were going to speak to somebody who is thinking of starting a team, what would your advice be, and what type of team would you recommend?
Yeah, Tricia, it's a very good question. Being in the business for so long, I partnered with another agent for about 11 years. She was brilliant. Then she decided to go off and do coaching, which she's really good at. Her name's Olivia Edwards. And I decided that, real estate really requires a team effort. So I had been a team leader, a manager at Keller Williams for about 3 years, and before I joined Compass. And I decided that I'd really like to share my knowledge, my experience with other agents, because I have a goal. It's always been my goal to elevate this profession. I mean, it's really, really a tough job. Most people think it's easy, stick the sign in the ground and make lots of money. That is so far from what needs to be done in any listing or buying situation. And it's really about the client, what the client wants, what the client's needs are. And I just love sharing that and how to work with clients in the best possible professional way with other agents. And how I made a decision to start a team was purely that. I wanted to be able to share my insight, my knowledge of contracts, my knowledge of the profession with other agents. And it's turned out to be fun. As an ex-teacher, it's kind of brought me back to that teaching situation, that teaching, which I love to do. Actually, I was a history teacher in England, but hey, that was a long time ago.
Well, I'm not going to say it was a long time ago, Mary.
Well, it was. It was.
But what was your journey into real estate, from teaching to real estate? It's quite a move, right? So what did that look like for you? And, what would your advice be to people who are even considering it?
Well, it's really another good question, Tricia. I don't think most 10-year-old, 15-year-old kids, sit there and think, "Wait, when I grow up, I want to be a realtor or a real estate agent." I think most of us fall into the profession. And that's what happened to me. When I came to the US, because I was a teacher, I just decided, and there's people walking past here. Hi. People are so friendly around here. Lots of walkers and lots of dogs. I was struggling to really think about what I wanted to do. I knew what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to teach in America. I just didn't feel comfortable. Although I'd done some teachers aiding, it was so different from England. So what I did was in the meantime, I bought a house, a very small house. And I got very friendly with the agent that represented me. And I had no idea what I was doing. And I think this is, what most people experience. They just, find a house and then go find an agent, and they haven't really established any kind of relationship. So I really didn't know what the process what was going on. But I became very friendly with the agent. And so much so that 15 years later, I ended up listing her mother's house and selling it when she got out of the business. So she said, Mary, you're struggling about what to do. Why don't you get yourself a real estate license and become an agent? And people would remember you because of your accent. Of course, everybody needs an edge, right? Everybody needs an edge. And it's worked. I've just
It
really
certainly
enjoyed
has.
it.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
incredibly successful over there, you and your team. But one of the things you mentioned was, and I found this as well when I moved from Ireland to the US, buying a home for the first time. It's a minefield. Like, it's so
It
different.
is.
I mean, I literally felt I was giving up my first child, just to get the credit rating. But what I
Agreed.
think a lot of people would be interested to know, and you can expand on this, is your role as a real estate agent isn't just someone who shows up and opens doors. I mean, you have a legal obligation to your seller and to your buyer. So I think people who have never bought a home, and maybe even those who have, don't quite
Mm.
understand that part of being a real estate agent. And if you want to just shine a bit of light on that, that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. Most people go into it with their eyes closed. They don't know what to expect. But I think today's buyers are a little bit more sophisticated than when I first got in the business, which was a long time ago. And the contract was 2 pages. The contract was now it's 16 plus all the disclosures, and that's a good thing. But I think where some buyers don't get the advice and consultation they need to understand what they're signing. And some buyers, believe it or not, just sign and they don't really read. But this is a legal contract, and most consumers don't realize that real estate agents are fiduciaries, which means they have to treat their clients' money like it's their own. They have a legal obligation to do that. So when you're looking for an agent to represent you in buying a house, you really need to have that discussion with that agent, see if you're a good fit, see if what their level of knowledge, their level of expertise, how they negotiate. Ask all those questions before you sign on the dotted line for them to represent you, because it's very important. It's probably, Tricia, one of the largest financial transaction most people make in their lives. Wouldn't you
Oh,
agree?
absolutely. And it's very stressful too. I mean, having gone,
I can't hear you right now. I don't know what happened to the sound.
oh,
What happened to the
can you hear me?
sound? Can't hear
Are you,
you.
you're totally gone?
Maybe you could write the question on a little piece of paper and I can't hear you.
I
Oh,
wonder if,
somebody joined. Hang on. What do you suggest? I can't hear your voice.
um, okay, well, let me just see. How can I put this question to you? Okay, give me 1 second, Mary. This is me ad-libbing. Okay.
I could continue talking if you'd like me to.
That will be good. What I want to ask you,
Can I hear you?
That's okay. That's okay. Give me a second.
I
Everybody
love
else can hear.
technology. Maybe we can do this another time, you know, complete it and find out.
Yeah,
I know you're a tech whiz. You are actually, you're currently working with my team on all things technology. You're incredible. And I love doing this with you. Can we do this another time so we
we
can work
can.
out
And
this
what
glitch
I'm going,
here?
yeah,
Love it. Technology. It's all, every time there's something that comes up, but we learn, right?
don't worry about it, Mary. It's just fine. And if anybody wants to reach out to Mary in the Bay Area, you can reach her by emailing mary.murphy@compass.com. And next time I join Mary, we're going to talk more about how she specializes in helping senior citizens and people who are, you know, thinking of downsizing, how she can really help that genre. So, Mary, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Sorry you lost sound. And you'll find out what I said when I send you the video. Take care. Bye.